Good morning. Beautiful spring day on the way here in Portland, Oregon. And I have my fingers crossed. Yesterday was quite the adventure trying to get my car started. The good news is the car starts. The good news is there was enough fuel in the gas to get it to start. Fuel that worked, mind you. But the fan itself, the fan behind the radiator, just literally popped off. Just boom! I want to thank my friend Paul for giving me a ride out there. Um, but I wasn't able to get anything further done because I don't have a backup fan. So hopefully today at Pick and Pull, formerly known as You Pull It, on 112th and Foster, hopefully I will be able to get the tool that I need. Then I find out there's all these loopholes to being a legal driver. I have to register a address with the post office and use an address for a period of time just to show I'm an Oregon resident. A lot of things have changed since I've been gone. A lot of people have moved here. As far as apartments, as far as homes, if you have connections, if you know how to search, if you're willing to live in certain areas, you can find something affordable to live in, especially if you're not going alone. But it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's something that might require a little bit of prayer or something, prayer and meditation, manifestation. But as far as just average rooms for rent, we're looking at $100 more than it was just a few years ago. And just a few years ago, it was the housing issue that caused me to leave Portland and explore new adventures. So I see the difference now. I also understand what my objective is. My objective is energetic success. If financial success comes, absolutely, that's great. But when our energy is clean, when our energy is successful, when we are successful because we know what life is about, we know that becoming a empathetic, caring, compassionate human being is successful. Doing what we need to be doing on this earth is successful. A lot of people out there, they've lost. A lot of them never knew. A lot of them never knew what success was. They just bounced from career idea to career idea, living in total misery. I don't live in total misery. It may be miserable for some of you to watch me go through things and do things that you might not do, going to cities, going to states, going with very little, but you see me come out the other side as we document it right here at alexansary.com, or, excuse me, let me take that back. It's been a while since I've had that domain. alexansary.tv, in particular, this YouTube channel, youtube.com/alexansary. So I'm thinking about today, and I'm hoping to get that part. I'm seeing myself get that part. Oh, I'm seeing myself get that part. The car start up again. Need to get the car legal as soon as possible, and there's going to be very little money left over after I get my car legal. Registration is $124. Insurance is going to be $100. DEQ is $21. I'm already in probably estimate about $300. So $250 for the ticket, $300 to get legal. Then, then I need to get a canopy. I need to get a canopy to put on the truck. Housing options may become available later on. I would rather just grin and bear it and make a canopy living situation an enjoyable thing. Here's something I learned about Portland psychology. Because the need is so great for housing, and because the income levels of the people in Portland are so very low, to the point where a lot of things are just scraping to survive. I'll tell you now that people that live those types of lifestyles, especially if you add marijuana into it. And yes, I enjoy marijuana, but if you're just scraping to survive and you just smoke marijuana relax, you don't have any time or energy to be an activist, to make videos, to make documentary films, to go down to city council. It's literally survive and then relax just so you can bear it. And then you get up and you do it again another day. That's fine for some people. I'm not criticizing you. What I'm saying is that I know the effects, the dark side of smoke, and I know the light side of smoke. Oh, new ideas. I'm open minded. Oh, I understand now. Oh, yeah, that's cool, man. Whoa, right on. And I know the dark side that a lot of people don't want to admit to. Oh, man, dude, I don't. Dude, we'll deal with it later, bro. Oh, we'll be right there, dude. Yeah, me and my roommate are on our way. Yeah, we'll be right. Oh, what's your name again? Oh, I forgot to tell you I wasn't coming. I was gonna stand you up. um, so there's a light side and a dark side, and maybe sometimes you need to be in certain shoes to see that light and dark. Maybe sometimes we need to clear that fog away. Hell, I love to smoke. I'm making myself wait today. The point is business is business. Survival is survival. Friendship is friendship. Community is community. And let's go back to this word success. I want to be successful helping local businesses in Portland, Oregon promote what they're doing. And I'm not limited to Portland, Oregon. I'm not limited to this geography. I'm open to doing plenty of work on the internet. I have a computer, I have an internet connection wherever I go in the Portland area. I've got a hard drive, I've got the tools that I need, and I also have a TV studio over that way. Not my own TV studio, but a TV studio that I can utilize. Once I get things moving, once I get re-registered as an Access TV producer, and once, again, things are more solid, I'm going to be doing a lot more. But first things first, and it's getting the truck running, and then it's getting the truck legal. For years, by the way, I did ride, as they say, dirty in town. That's not an intelligent thing to do anymore. There are police in abundance here. And going back to the psychology of a lot of Portlanders, because the need is great, if they hear that a friend of theirs is homeless and they don't have room for them or whatever, they may not say hello at all out of fear that I might ask for something. And there's others that aren't even taking into consideration my situation or thinking about themselves. Alex, when are we going to hang out? When are we going to play? When are we going to go to Chuck E. Cheese? When are you going to pick me up like a child and throw me into the balls? And we can go, we're free! We're free! We're free! Go! Go! Or some other, listen, we can all play, when I get the time. For now, I'm technically stranded. My car's not starting. I got my fingers crossed. Let's pray together. Oh, name roke yo. Hey, me. Namyo Renge Kyo, Namyo Renge Kyo. Truck start now, we get part, no problem. And then poof, like magic, the car will start. I will get the car legal, and then hopefully I can find a canopy. If you would like to donate today $100 for me to get a canopy, which would be my shelter, please do so, because I've now, after the insurance, after the registration, after the DQ, after the parts, after whatever else, and after the $250 gear from Greyhound, I could use some help getting a canopy, which will be used as an emergency shelter on my truck. There will be videos. There will be a mini studio I will create. I will do a segment, Answers inside the canopy in Portland, Oregon. No crying. No snot coming out of the nose. No unshaven, it's just so frustrating. Oh, no. I'm going to take care of myself. Things are going to be fine. I'm going to keep those workouts at the gym going. I'm going to keep moving. I'm staying off the cigarettes. For those of you that don't know, I've been a non-smoker for a while. Most of you have watched me as a smoker, even though I haven't smoked on camera. Most of you have watched me during a period of time where I've been a smoker or chain smoker of American Spirit Rollies. Doesn't matter that it's American Spirit. Smoking, it numbs a certain sensation in the body. So I've been facing a lot more of my feelings in the last couple of months. I've been going through my own shift and thinking about my own success in Portland energetically, which is about living my dream, sharing the truth as I understand it, as I've come to believe it, in the most understandable way, through shows, through YouTubes, through documentary films, through articles, through those mediums, and so much more, while being technically homeless. Although that's negative energy when you see yourself as someone with nothing, with lack. It's called poverty consciousness or poverty frequency. Google it, read about it. Other people have written about it that have gone through it. If you see yourself at a certain level, if you see yourself as being pathetic, if you see yourself as that which is someone without hope, you need to do a couple things. You need to change your thinking or get the fuck out of the city that you're living in. That may be asking you for how much a month? 700, 800, 900? If you choose to live in an area that's this much in cost, understand that there is a time for a rational voice to come in and say, do you really enjoy living here? Now, as far as Portland's concerned, it's a great place to be to connect, because it's a melting pot of ideas and energy. It may not be the same melting pot racially for some people, but there are still people racially from here all over the world. Again, I'm half Afghani, half white. There aren't too many of us. Where did I grow up? Aurora, Oregon, south of Portland, Oregon. Where did I come up? on Access TV, Portland, Oregon. So in a way, Portland, Oregon is a racial melting pot, but the most important thing is not race or color or how much each of those groups have. People focus too much on that. How much do the whites have? How much do the blacks have? And can I label you as white and someone that you don't have? Somebody from California was pulling that crap the other day. And I had to remind them, hey, man, when you start marginalizing all whites a certain way, it's offensive to those that are half Afghani. And I've had a lot of angry people marginalize me as white and perceive that I have something other than them. But I understand why. People think I'm wealthy for some reason, and I got to figure out how to make that in my advantage. Not so I can sell things, but so I can perhaps get a decent paying job when I'm looking top notch. And I have that, ooh, he's a wealthy rich boy vibe going on. Now, where does the rich boy vibe come from? I think it's got to be my golden aura. It's got to be what I'm actually capable of creating. It may be my future. I may be more capable, but I may be able to hire some of you one day to be my editor, to be my webmaster. When I get money, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have my own crew. We're going to have our own television studio, and we're going to reach the world with international translations. We're not doing the InfoWars model. We're not going to do the David Icke model. We're not going to do the Ground Zero haunted house with Clyde Lewis. We're going to scare you model. We're not going to do those models. We're not going to do the Chris Everard model. We're not going to do haunted house models. Fear, 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 fear. We're going to do models that tap into your creative human dynamic spirit that refuses to submit and understands, that part of you that understands that we came to Earth. We chose to come here to evolve to a higher state of existence. This is not a time to play victim. This is not a time to cry about our situation. This is a time to be powerful. This is a time to smash through the lies that surround us and realize what powers we have. We don't have time to be fighting our brothers and sisters in the streets. We don't have time to be walking down the street looking at our broken shoes, thinking about how much we don't have and how much the world doesn't love us. We've got to be powerful. We cannot sit around waiting for other people, other politicians, including our friends, to even fucking fix our truck for us. Or tell us, hey, Alex, here's a great place to crash your truck where it won't get fucked by the police. I have a lot of people on my list that I thought were friends, which aren't much more than slackers. And I'm not going to, talk much more than that on the subject. I have been learning a very important lesson since coming back to Portland, and it relates to self-reliance and who your true friends are. And I understand a little more clearly than I did. And a lot of those people that asked me, hey, Alex, when are you coming back to Portland? They would just enjoy asking me when I would come back to Portland because my energy seems to be needed here or appreciated here. As far as more than that, it's interesting that there's not more help. And it's also interesting, again, that people are in such extreme economic destitute situations or other situations where they can't help or don't know anyone else that can help. That really gives you a close-up eye, a close-up view of the real situation in Portland. It's not good. But if you're super creative, if you're super talented, if you're super driven, if you're willing to live in your truck, if you're willing to sacrifice and live with less, there are connections that can be made in the Portland area that can be a very positive thing. As for myself, I would love to get back to alexanswery.tv. I'm obviously doing a video right now, but doing other things down the line, doing films, doing Meryl Streep interviews, but promoting small businesses, doing video promotions for other people's work, again, a separate endeavor than my own website. That's something that I feel qualified to do, and that's something that I would enjoy doing. So the good news is I feel there's a lot of exciting things coming my way in Portland, Oregon. I just need to continue to deprogram myself from my own bullshit. And I started out Box TV by myself. I came out of some pretty bad situations right before launching that show. All those other people, a lot of you came after I created what I created by myself. I didn't need your help. You didn't know me. I don't know if any of you knew me before 2005. Probably one of you did, if you're even watching this now. I think he's working today. So I don't think even that one person that was one of my earlier friends is even watching. Most of you found me out after I created what I created by pulling myself up by my bootstraps. So I'm recalling what I did now so I don't get overwhelmed by the lack of answers as to what I do next with getting my truck fixed or where I go next. With that, I thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.